What's going on, world? It's time for another Headline Meets Hustle episode of What's New with ME, where we talk wins, warnings, and the wild turn of life in business culture and beyond. So let's go ahead and get started. See, the very first thing that I want you to pay attention to is Morocco. Yes, Morocco is officially a football phenomenon. This isn't hype, it's historic. In just a few short years, Morocco has racked up more trophies and turned more heads than ever before. See, the men's national team made history punching their way into the World Cup semifinals 2 years ago. The Olympic squad secured a proud bronze medal. The men's futsal team also brought home the World Cup bronze. They claimed the African Cups of Nations. The U17 men's team won the African Cup and earned their World Cup spot. The women's futsal team is now the African champion. And now the U20 men's team is on the edge of greatness heading to the African Cup finals. Need I to see it more? See, that's not a fluke. It's a movement. Morocco is positioning itself as a top-tier force in global football, and anyone watching knows the kingdom is rising. Pride, passion, and purpose. It's all playing out on that pitch. Now, to a very different story, one hitting close to home in the business world.
With wire fraud and money laundering, Corey Cromray is facing 10 charges. The indictment says between September of 2018 and April of 2025, he accepted money from investors. Cromray promised to use the money to trade stocks, cryptocurrency, and more. The indictment says he didn't invest the money as promised and used it for his own purposes. If convicted, he faces a maximum of 30 years in prison.
This week, Corey Cromray, a man who once painted himself as a finance whiz and trusted entrepreneur, is facing decades in prison for investment fraud. You can find the full story on WSW, but here's the truth. This wasn't just a scam in the headlines. This was a personal situation for many of us in the entrepreneurial ecosystem. Cromray's deception derailed a business project that was on the verge of a NASDAQ IPO, leaving behind a trail of broken dreams, damaged reputations, and financial chaos. What could have been a milestone moment for multiple visionaries turned into a cautionary tale about the wolves in the consulting cloth. Now, every entrepreneur listening, do your due diligence, because not everyone cheering for you is on your team. But despite any setbacks, we rise, and ME Studios is rising all the way to Mexico, baby. We're proud to announce our participation in the very first Virtual Verse Creators Retreat, an international mastermind of content creators, brand builders, and vision-driven entrepreneurs. Picture this. Tropical paradise meets professional strategy. We're creating content, building collaborations, and capturing transformation on camera. This is how you level up on location, on brand, and on purpose. Now, if you're ready to elevate your visibility and stop being your industry's best kept secret, go to themestudios.net and book your complimentary consultation. From podcast to press, we turn ideas into documented authority, period. We're not just building brands, we're building legacies. That is why what's new with ME is what's new with you. Make sure you check us out at themestudios.net and let me find out if you'd like this version of ME Studios or there is a specific topic that you want us to cover in the future. Peace.